Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the Darth Grumpy Dad Twitch stream. Alright, here on Darth Grumpy Dad Games at Twitch, we are dedicated to being the best trailer park trash stream out there. Alright.
Papa, what's inside this car?
What about your car?
This one.
Oh, you got something stuck in it. There you go.
Okay, there.
Okay, boom. Alright, Diablo 4. I usually try and stream all my gameplay while I'm running a season. I haven't been so, I don't know, hyper-focused on it this season. I think the last time I streamed, I did masterwork everything up to the first level, up 4, right? Since then I've had a couple ancient pieces drop. Most of my time I had a buddy playing Come On yesterday, and I was running him through pits and escorting him around to level up. It's like it seems like they've readjusted the XP for people when you're in a dual party. It's like the people not killing the monsters aren't getting as much XP anymore as the people actually killing the monster. It's much slower grind up. We did find it was a little bit easier, like to go to here. Just I'll do this.
Place for us to
Did find it was easier to just go to Penitent and follow them around, escort them through Hell Tides, right? Seemed to be the way to go. And maybe some of the seasonal things to get their early seasonal powers. Seems to level faster than doing pits to level anymore. I don't know why. Maybe we just had something weird going on that he wasn't getting as much XP as normal. Where the hell is this Legion? Because I need to do a Legion for the seasonal journey. Excuse me. And of course, because I'm looking for it, I can't freaking find it. That. Ah, there it is. There it is. There it is. Have a pin. Get on the horsey horse. There's some good debates over the weekend. I was thinking of picking one out to listen to while we're grinding. Let's get this. I want to get this. Get it knocked off my Oh, I got a sliver in my thumb this weekend when I was doing all the yard work. Like yesterday I thought, oh, it's okay, I don't have, it's not that bad, right? Alright, campfire, boom. Get us some XP here. Alright, cool.
Hello.
I think you can level up to 10 or 11% extra. Oh, and I am in Torment 2 here. I think I was still online when I I masterworked all my gear that first go and killed the blood guy, the vampire guy. God, I'm so like bad at games. And got his power, and then went and run some pits, and that got me into Torment 2, and I seem to be doing that all right. Ooh, 12. Oh. 14, cap at 14. Oh, yeah, there's 14. If you look above my action bar there, you can see the little campfire emblem. 15. Apparently that's it. All right, and then we'll take a look. Our stats over here. Bonfire of Warmth. Grants 1% bonus XP per stack. Duration 14 minutes. Yes. And then, since we are in there we go. Let's get as much XP out of this as we can. Because I'm holding my own here, but I don't think I can get into T3. Right? And because they got the torment levels so much closer together in the pit as to where they correlate in the pit, it's a lot harder to level up your glyphs. They just start failing really early on. It's kind of annoying. That just kind of, where are these people going? Where did I put my coffee? I was running some hail tides in CT to make sure I could do kill stuff. Just keep following them in the circle. Let everybody else kill everything. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it, Gary. It's fine with me. I'm cool with that. Good. That's definitely hot looks good or whatever it's called. Oh, go up here and break this. Cataclysm, that's it. Not Apocalypse, Cataclysm. Yeah, yeah. Been super stingy about giving me level ups with fast blood. Still at only 1 second per lotto orb. Where did he go? Did they kill him already?
Thanks.
Definitely should come participate in more of these once in a while for. Oh, look at all them nice tempers.
I
Great
appreciate
tampers. And another ancient ring I can get going there. That's cool. That's cool. Alright, go do that. Oh. Man, my thumb, like I didn't hardly notice it so much yesterday when I was a kid. I woke up today where that little sliver was, and my thumb's like so sore. I'm just like, what the heck?
See some steel you need? What's left, you ask?
Idle, nice. This one is swelling.
There is magic
So
in
up
all
our
things.
title here.
Let me show you.
It's like all the way at the bottom, if I remember right. There it is. Yep. Got 3 of 21. Jesus Christ. They're being super stingy about some of these. Yes, like, come on, bro.
May your road
Okay,
be filled with wonders.
and all right, let's see here. Doo-doo-doo. Build variants. Let's see. Oh, slow watch. It's a different. Let's see.
Use it well.
What do I have right now? Till I get grasping veins, right? Because once I get all ancient and I get my Casima's pants, Casima's legacy, Casima's kiss, God's kiss, then grasping veins goes somewhere else after that, I believe. Or I don't use it. Yeah, because then, yeah, it's just corpse explosion on the bar. And I add reap, which is just to have that shadow on the bar for the shadow damage for having it on the bar for one of your aspects. I think it's gloom. But anyway, okay. So I'll put grasping veins on it for now. Even if I don't get the rolls I want on it, it's still ancient and it's still going to be a better oh, where the fuck is it? There it is. Oh, grasping veins is maxed out.
Impeccable.
We already have.
I forge more than horseshoes and nails. What do you need?
Right. And then I'm pretty sure we want ultimate cooldown and blood over power. Right, so this is gonna be necro. blood overpower, so this is going to be on finesse. Get our one free roll on each of these in. And hopefully we get blood attack speed. Bummer. One of the overpower damage. Alright. So let's try and get our ultimate. I think the ultimate cooldown is far more important. Right? If I end up using most of these on here. Oh, and at 9.5. Okay, I'm happy. Happy, clap, trap, happy. Alright, and then we can try and get our overpower damage here. Yes, we did. It's the overpower damage. Blood overpower. 158 out of 185. Not bad. Not bad. And we'll get this to level 4 as well. And as soon as we get all ancient stuff, maybe I'll start working on, doing the Hell Tides so I want to build up 100 and some odd of these, so 120, so I can have like 10 Zerons to try and get my freaking pants and maybe get them ancient with any hopes, right? I may have to drop that back down to T1 to do that. We'll see. Either that or I can just go run a bunch of dungeons for obvious sight. We'll see. There just seems to be a bit more grinding, right, to the whole, for everything. You need to grind a little bit harder just to get everything, right? Let's all right. We need to try to keep an eye on this. I need to pull up my build on my phone over here. I only got one little screen here, so I don't have like multiple computer screens, so I can have my build on one screen and the stream on the other one to keep an eye on, right? Oh my gosh, boys, what are you screaming about in there? What are you doing? I seen that there is a Sork, there's a lightning sphere Sork that's doing pretty good, right? But let's see here if check tier lists here at the max roll. So, like their builds are always fairly solid and not very finicky, right? Oh wow, yeah, the lightning spear Sork is top of the S tier now here, even at max roll. May try to do that later. Wow, I'll actually do 2 characters and have them both be good. And the Blood Wave Necro is 3. The Bone Spirit, which my buddy is doing, is at number 2. Cataclysm Druid is at number 4. And then Death Trap Rogue, Earthquake Barb, Whirlwind Barb. So. And all these, and it, from what I've seen so far, like, I don't spend a whole lot of time watching the videos and stuff, but from what I've seen so far, the all the builds are pretty close together. Like, none of them are really super out. Like last season, the Blood Waves was so much more dominant than everything else, right? There wasn't much point in playing anything else. Seems to be a little bit more balance for the top builds this season. Haven't heard anyone bitching overly about it, so. Now, do I go get more obvious sight? Try probably more blood. More blood for my pants first. And keep an eye out. Oh yeah, and I need keeping it. When is the next? Oh, I got a CVT. Rewards. You can go get ashes. Level up a couple more of my things to 12. So I could use this. Yeah, that's probably what I should do. That would be probably the best thing right now. Excuse me. Keep an eye out. Okay, for the boss, level boss. Oh, come on, just take me there. World boss, because I need a world boss power. Right. I need a world boss power, right? So I got this power that I need. Oh, what did I just say? Yeah, right. There we go. 350. Yeah. But, and then the red ones, like the other boss power I need is not the Wandering Death. Ulvar's Lob Bombs, maybe? No. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Let me look. Okay. Hop over here and check really quick. That'll be faster. I need Wandering Death chest, Harbinger of Hatred, volley. Right. Lyle's Lilith. Uriel, Harbinger of Hatred. Torment. I think that's this one. Harbinger of Hatred, yeah. Yes. And this guy's been just kicking my ass. So I'm going to get a little bit stronger and then drop down to T1 and try to kill this guy. Like, I just don't know his attack pattern very well. So I just keep getting smacked around. Am I late on this now? Nope, 10 seconds.
Your efforts are for naught, mortals. This realm...
Here, oh, this guy's grabbing it already. Right. stingy about giving you upgrades. That's cool.
This stops.
Me just walking. Maybe it'll be up by the time I get there. Oh, nice. Let's see Miss Kiss Pants. Hang out and wait. They just have to kill enough people to spawn this guy. There we go. I love that sound.
Insolence.
Oh, and I need to go to the tree already. Where's that? A little bit of lag there, not bad though. La-da-da, la-da-da, la-da-da. Whoops.
It is
Looking at
done.
3 other things instead of helms, guards, weapons. Might give me a better chance of this one. Getting a resource. Let's go see what we got. Oh, put these, whoops. Here we go. This is the right menu. There we go. Drop that in. Oh. Okay, yeah. So, whoa, 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 not what I wanted. We got that in, so it's just that one. We start going down here. There we go. Yep. All right. See if any of these are upgrades for anything I need. No.
Don't be a stranger. Come back soon.
Temerity. Oh, whoops, wrong guy. I'm like, how come I can't salvage all this? There we go. These are that's like a low level. I don't even want that.
Potions, elixirs, brews. Have a look.
Oh, huh. Guess I just have to sell it or drop it. Get the fuck out of here. All right.
That is too expensive.
It is too expensive. We're getting it there, though. I need two, so I get, as soon as I get the second one, then I can claim all that. Nice. Nice. Most definitely. Track this down again here. There we go. Oh, my poor thumb is so sore. Sore thumb.
Wouldn't mind a rest.
Oh yes, and find something to listen to. My poor addle brain. Oh, Jake has got a new video. Mr. Jake the Snake. It's Michael Knowles rebukes woke protesters' outrageous takes. That should be it. I mean, commercials. Gotta hear some commercials, though.
I myself am Christian, so you mentioned that abortion is killing, which I understand biblically. That's how it is. That is how it is presented.
And biological.
And so when a woman decides to kill her child, it's not out of the perception that she just wants to murder her child. It's because she thinks that this is what's best.
But you said it's women are poor that think they're kids.
I didn't say it's because women are poor. I said that's one of the contributing factors. And I will make that argument that abortion is wrong morally.
Welcome back to Rattlesnake TV, guys. In this video, we are going to be watching our boy Smooth Mickey.
Sounds like the gal is trying to play some word games there. Oops, I'm on the wrong side here.
I've ever seen in regards to just how the left view abortion. It really is actually quite disturbing. So, guys, don't forget to smash that like button on the way in and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy debate content, political and cultural analysis. And with that,
Your efforts are for naught, mortals. This realm is mine, and I shape it as I wish.
Well, I got me some bumping there.
just note here that she said I'm a essentially, her follow-up question is, well, then don't you think that there are some situations and scenarios where murder is okay? And now just watch how this one unfolds. She's trying to give proofs to the cases. She's admitted that it's murder, and she's saying, well, her angle is about incest,
to this guy in my
There's
headset.
no point in actually going
So I
to
can
these
hear the
cases.
I need to hear you.
There should be no limitations on how people act.
Here's that review.
Is not as much of a black and white issue as you are making it out to be.
I think it's a totally black and white issue.
Yeah.
Abortion is never necessary. I suppose if one looked at a very, very small number of medical problems that could arise, the death of the preborn baby could result as a consequence of that medical treatment. Could it taste like ectopic pregnancy with a baby implants in the fallopian tube?
Yeah, that's a non-viable. Non-viable.
Result in the death of the baby. But the death of the baby is not what is intended, and the abortion of the baby is not the medicine to treat the mother. So that would be one example. Of course, for 99% plus of abortions, it's not to protect the life of the mother, it's not to use a pregnancy that resulted from rape or incest. It's a purely elective pregnancy. So would you agree, as a Christian, for those pregnancies, at the very least for those pregnancies, that those are morally unacceptable?
I think morally is different from how we view things in the political sense. Because I think that...
And that is an
morally, yes,
issue.
equality
You aren't
is, however,
governing,
that child
right? From a politics of how you want to govern doesn't follow a moral or prescriptive order. Like, what are you doing? What are you even doing? What are you...
What is causing the mother to make these choices? Are they doing it because
Been
they want
told
to
it's
go and kill the
A-okay.
story of their child?
They don't believe they have no guilt and no shame in it. That's what's going on.
Ability to give your child a good life.
Poor at points in my life.
And so have I. So I appreciate you bringing that up. But I think
Oh,
that
they're gonna be poor and life's gonna be hard, so you have to kill them. You just have a round to live. Life's gonna be hard.
exactly.
So what? We're going to make laws without any recourse to morality? Is that the
My
argument?
bad.
Yeah, because we're not supposed. Okay, I understand that morals play a big role in how we make laws.
That's all of it. The
Exactly,
civil law
yeah.
is just an instantiation of the perception. So then, why would you divorce the two on this one particular issue?
Well, I don't divorce the two on this particular issue because there are other circumstances in which I believe we have to move away from the moral. I'm saying
What?
And so when a woman decides to kill her child, it's not out of the perception that she just wants to murder her child. It's because she thinks that this is what's best.
Quote, when a woman decides to kill her child, it's not because she wanted to kill her child, it's because it's what she thinks is best.
When a woman decides to kill her child,
Yeah, that's like that
The same thing that I just heard. I honestly don't know how somebody can sit there with a straight face and make such a barbaric argument. She literally admitted that it is murder. Then he goes on to ask her about all of the cases where it is just out of convenience. And then she says that the mother should have the choice whether or not to kill her baby based upon her diagnosis of the quality of the child's life, the impact that they will have on people around them, or the progression of their life. I mean, I guess the mother has some sort of a crystal ball.
JD Vance,
So that
drug problems,
should...
joblessness, poverty, parents abandoning or unable to look after their children. That's familiar to you, isn't it? That's your
Oh,
story.
right, 12-4. I thought it was 2 to 18.
Unfortunately, it's very familiar to me.
Jesus,
It's what I
holy,
read about in the book.
holy bad
Data,
reading
or
this
if you
guy.
just go and talk to
Oh
some
well,
of the folks
let's
who live in Eastern Kentucky
finish leveling this
or
one
Southern
up, I
Ohio,
guess.
like you did, you realize that those stories are awfully common. Too
The
common, I
next
think.
But the argument is
one.
that they should get to choose whether the child lives or
Here.
dies. I mean, this is just objectively, truly disgusting and demonic rhetoric, and such a strange place in our culture. We're just openly accepting of people who argue for killing more kids. Like it's just some sort of a normal thing. Like, let's have an intellectual discussion about
Like
this.
the
But the fact of the matter is
politicians,
that
like
that's just where we're
these
at.
poor black kids don't even know what a computer is. Like, literally said that shit on
It's
that
because
on
this stuff
TV.
happens every
I
single
was like,
day all
holy
around the world,
fuck.
particularly the
People
Western world.
wonder
But I
why
mean,
you
this
can't
is
get
one of the
elected
main
anymore.
pro-abortion
It's like-
arguments, and this is one that's actually very relevant to the African American community because they have a lot of abortions.
It's a travesty, and it's really devastating our community.
Oh.
It's gotten to the point where in inner cities, especially where the Planned Parenthood and the abortion facilities are, they set up camp there, where abortion is.
Well, that's where
50%
Margaret Sanger,
most cities, and in
who
New York City,
created Planned
just about
Parenthood,
60% of all abortions are performed
she That's where she wanted. She wanted every single Planned Parenthood to be in a low-income neighborhood. Oh, also.
In fact, they have a lot more Westerners, and this will actually be to their benefit one day, and one day not too far away, when they have massive labor forces compared to the diminishing labor forces of Western countries, and they start to rise out of poverty, like has happened in China. But I mean, who are these people to say that these kids won't be able to make the best of their situation, so therefore they can't leave? Let's carry on.
And also, if we're looking at the future of the United States and a way to actually decrease abortion rates for the long haul, removing abortion right now is not going to stop that. It would.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would.
So let's talk about what happened when
Make it illegal. Press charges. That's how you stop. That's how you stop everything. You don't f around with the charges, right? You just don't f around.
Also, when abortion was made illegal in 1973, what happened to black market
Oh, it already
abortions?
started over
What
there.
happened to those who were raised by the pro-abortion side? They'll say, well, we're going to have black market abortions run by criminals and black women are going to die.
That didn't happen.
Died from illegal abortions the year before Roe v. Wade was ratified?
Like 5.
39.
Well, 39. Oh, yeah.
Your efforts are for
And that wasn't just in that year. That's in total that they know of up to that.
shape it as I wish.
The rate was almost exactly the same. So the comparison was a black market.
And on top of that, more women, because there's so many abortions now, more women die from abortion, botched abortion, legal botched abortion, than ever died from illegal botched. Right? That was a murder charge. That was a murder charge. People didn't want to take on the murder charge.
And the secret weapon, a built-in air-proof filter right at the top. Simply add water and watch it block ants from ever reaching the nectar. Bring the magic
Hello,
of
boss
the
guy.
nectar. And let the water begin.
No ads, no ads, no ads. King Shot brings you endless fun without any breaks. It's totally free.
Banning abortions in the United
I
States.
believe that.
What's going to happen is that we're going to have women fleeing to other countries that lose abortions, and also the
Countries, I don't know.
No. Almost every other country in the world has far more abortions than we do here. People are not going to be running to other countries for abortion. That's just stupid. That's just stupid. We, like America, Canada, has the most liberal abortion laws in the world. Right? The only places where there's more is where there's forced abortion because of like 2-child policy. One child.
You also have to take into consideration the women who are actually committing abortions. It's not the richest women in the world. It's not the women who are high class in the United States are committing abortions.
No, actually, it's wealthy white women, and unfortunately, women in black neighborhoods, because there's a Planned Parenthood on every other block, because Margaret Sanger was a raging racist who hated all minorities and people of lesser upbringing, I think. Yeah. Her, Woodrow Wilson, a whole bunch of our politicians at the time believed that stupid, like 90% of people in the country would not be able to breathe, would not have children. Right? It's bad for human stock. Not even joking. I'm not even joking. I believe it's called eugenics. Just like on Star Trek 3, The Wrath of Khan, Khan is the product of eugenics.
Because I'm very impressed. You would say, I think abortion is wrong, I understand that it's murder, and I want them to have abortions and all this stuff. If that were the case, that outlawing abortion would, in fact, reduce abortion dramatically. Why would you not support that if you have all of those other goals that you just stated?
Well, I would support it, but that's not what the actual case is.
You would. So
I would, but that's not.
you'd like to convince you
Yes.
that banning abortion would reduce the number of abortions. You would support banning abortion.
Yes, but that's not the actual
It does happen.
That's not the
If somebody says, I know that murder is wrong, but I support murder, that doesn't make them better than the person who says,
Holy
I'm not
cow!
sure if murder is wrong,
Back to the
but I
tree
support
again.
murder.
Oh,
The person who openly
no,
admits
I
to
need to
knowing
go
that it's wrong and to
to
knowing that it's murder is
the
just as
tree
bad, if
and
not
to the
worse,
other.
as the other. So yeah,
Holy
I mean,
cow.
be careful sending your kids to college, I guess, if this is what is getting pumped into their heads. Now we'll finish it off with this exchange about colonialism.
Okay, what do we disagree about?
Namely the stance on settler colonialism.
Okay, what's your problem with it?
I guess my problem is for somebody who claims to be a
Maybe it's just because I'm old.
that's
I've
supposed to
heard a lot of these terms
Constitution,
so many
it's
times, on
difficult
both
to
sides of the
justify some types
discussion.
of colonialism
Like the ones that
versus
are egregiously bad.
The Constitution was ratified in a colonial age by
Like
people
that.
themselves colonists and descended
Like
from
this, like this entire idea is bad. So bad. It's like every single society on the planet ever, and to this day, except for the Western countries, had or still has slavery. Like there are more black slaves in Africa.
Exactly, it's contradictory to values, especially of like John Locke and life, liberty, and property.
John Locke didn't write the Constitution.
Oh, he didn't, but his ideas very greatly influenced it. You know, the life, liberty, and property directly led to life, liberty, and pursuit.
Well, no, John, no. Yes, John Locke had some. What do we get? Shattered spirit, reaping, flesh learning. Boys!
Come back if you need the force.
Montesquieu or even Cicero and some more conservative thinkers, even Thomas Aquinas, either directly or indirectly,
But,
I think influenced the Constitution a little bit more than is understood. But fair enough point. You're saying you can be a liberal and be a colonialist.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, but liberals do that all the time.
Oh, what's going on back there, buddy?
Why did we go in and intervene in Libya, for instance, under a very liberal government, Obama and Hillary Clinton? Why did we intervene there? There was no particular direct American interest involved. There was humanitarian reasons, right? Okay. It was a kind of colonialism, wouldn't you say? Sure. There you go. Then it doesn't contradict the liberals.
Well, I'm saying that you shouldn't be. That's the case. I'm saying that all types of
Like all countries had slavery, all countries conquered other countries. I mean, it was like all every single country ever throughout all of human freaking history partook in all this stuff, all the bad stuff, every single country. There's no way out of it. It's just the way it is. Okay.
No,
because we take their property as well.
No, we traded with the Indians, and we.
Were those negotiations fair per se?
Well, why wouldn't they have been fair?
Because they were being coerced. That's why I love
How were they being coerced?
They were being coerced because whenever the treaties are being signed, there's groups of people behind them with guns who are basically saying, sign this treaty or we'll shoot you.
I think you diminish the Native Americans. I mean, I think the first Native American interaction that we had in the United States, in the first instance of settler colonialism in the Northeast, at Plymouth, you know, the people who sailed on the Mayflower, which is a great cigar brand, they formed an alliance with Chief Massasoit. Massasoit, who was became the chief of the Wampanoag Nation, which greatly benefited from an alliance with the Pilgrims, with the English colony. And the Wampanoag had enemies, and they actually let the English know that the Massachusetts Indians were going to come after them. And so, in fact, Massasoit himself was nursed back to life by Edward Winslow. The guy would have died without the Pilgrims. So later on, decades later, relations broke down because a direct descendant of Massasoit decided to start a war on the mistaken pretext that the English had killed his brother. I say all of this arcane history to you to point out the real history is a lot more interesting than the notion that the Native Americans were just innocent little does who were coerced by the omnipotent white man who had
that dropped full rank. The very first thing, like, it was the last one I got. I didn't even get it until I was in T1. Like, just, and it dropped full max. So I was like, thank you very much.
There is unfortunately no alternative, but I'm saying that the practice as a whole is bad, and I don't think that it's good.
It's bad, but there's no alternative. I'll take it. So I always find these conversations interesting because I do view history as a series of war and conquest for land and resources, punctuated by periods of brief peace, like the one that we are living in now. I mean, touch wood, and albeit a few conflicts, but you know, compared to way back then,
more peaceful
Really?
now.
Sunday
So,
the
I mean,
12th?
arguing about historical colonialism, especially during the time where slavery was abolished, and the world did more to promote human rights because of Christianity than any other time in human history, is kind of a waste of time in my eyes. However, it is interesting that these people are the same ones that are always arguing for the EU, the UN, support for NATO, support for Ukraine, Gaza, and any other global conflict. And they love the fact that US taxpayer dollars are being sent to ideologically colonize.
What's the crazy boys doing now?
This one keeps getting the freaking tub and turning the water on and filling his little clay cups up with water.
Traditional societies with all these pride flags.
I kept hearing the fucking tub turn on. I was like, what the fuck are they doing?
I guess it's cool because it's alright when they do it.
Yeah,
Excuse me, be back in a minute.
Wow, it's right.
Thought I could be a little bit lackluster while the daughter was still here. One of the little ones kept sneaking, and I'm not even sure I could have heard it. Heard it with the headphones off. Him in the back, doing whatever he was doing. Skip. Oh, that was the end of that one. What am I looking for here? Oh yeah, this stuff on this pair of pants. I need a total armor and lucky hit chance. So, well, the darts right there. We'll go for one on this. Oh, pretty low. Max life. Anything I get on that is going to help. What are you screeching about in there, little mister? And then, but the lucky hit chance is a little bit more important on this. Oh, Mr. Chegschlager is online. Oh, and, oh, wow. I may be done here. About time to head home. Oh, got the luck. Oh, right on. Yeah, he got spanked because he was playing in the water in the bathroom. Yeah, he's supposed to be cleaning the bedroom too. There we go, total armor. All right.
Ruin all that work.
And then I am going to call this for now. Probably head home. I got some errands to run, and maybe I'll jump back on in a few. If you found this entertaining at all, my trailer park trash stream here, follow me here on Twitch. Take the link over to my YouTube channel. Subscribe there, like, follow, share, all that fun stuff. And there's a link on my YouTube page to my Twitch page. So if you would like to catch it when I go live. All right, so everyone have a good day, and I'll catch you later. Make sure it saves here real quick.